everyone, it's Kelly and welcome back to my channel, Home with Kelly P. In today's video, as you can see, I'm in my dining room and I am so excited to start decorating this space for fall. The rest of my main floor is pretty well done, but it is now September and the weather took a real turn and is quite cool now. So I am really excited. I'm going to be adding in some pumpkins into this space. If you didn't know, I am in Canada and our Canadian Thanksgiving happens the beginning of October. So now that we're in September, it's time to start adding in those pumpkins and a few other real fall elements. So I'm going to be doing that in this room, and eventually I will start adding it into the rest of the space. If you missed any of my other videos, I will be sure to leave a link to the playlist below. But I've been doing some early fall decor and I haven't added any pumpkins anywhere else. So this will be the first room that I'm going to be adding some pumpkins, and I'm really excited to get this space all decorated for fall. So if you enjoy these type of videos, I hope that you will give me a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. If you are new, I would love to have you join me each week. And without any further ado, let's get to decorating my dining room for fall. I encourage you to look at some of your pieces in your home and reuse them in a different way. For me, it meant reusing this coffee canister that I had because I couldn't find a vase that suited what I wanted in this space, and to really showcase these florals off. This is similar to what I did on my fall entryway table, and be sure to check that video out. That went up live last week, and then you'll see that I did something very similar in that video, and I really loved the way it turned out. It gives it more of a cohesive look throughout my home by continuing the colors from the hallway into this room and using very similar florals. Now I'm just going to place these beautiful blue and white dishes that are actually from the Dollar Tree a number of years ago. I absolutely love them. These dishes actually match the bowls that I have going on in the kitchen. So again, it's bringing in that blue and white from the kitchen into the dining room. Now I'm just going to use this beautiful gold pear that I have, and then I'm going to bring in some little mini cream pumpkins to just tie off this little vignette here on the buffet.
To catch you if you fall, and deep and abiding, liking for you.
Now I'm going to place this beautiful wood dough bowl in the middle of the buffet, and I'm just going to style it up with some floral picks, with some fall foliage, some acorns, and some pumpkins, and see what I can come up with.
Deep and abiding, liking for you is all I need. Until my heart gives in, I will do everything I can for you.
Next up, I'm going to replace this wood bowl here. It's so beautiful. I love this one. And I had this bowl filler in it. I've had it in it for a number of months. And what I love about this is it brings in the creams and that deep burgundy and browns. So I'm just going to add some pine cones in there and some of those cute little cream pumpkins. And it just will finish off this buffet table beautifully with all the colors coming seamlessly together all along the buffet. One of my favorite things to do in the dining room is to get my centerpiece all set for the table. And I'm just going to reuse my linen runner here. I love it, so I think it's perfect for what I need right now. And then I'm going to lay across the runner this beautiful eucalyptus garland I got from Michael's on their buy one get one sale. And then I'm going to replace my tiered tray, part of my tiered tray here in the middle, to help elevate the rest of the centerpiece that's going to happen here. And now I'm just going to play around with a few things and see what I can come up with and really get this to be the center, the focal point of this room. I first have to apologize because I thought I was filming and then I discovered that my battery had run out. So I did all of this off camera, but I'm going to take you through to show you what I did. I just felt the other design that I had was too safe. It was too kind of blah. It wasn't screaming fall to me, celebration. So I went to Pinterest to try and get some inspiration, and I will try to insert a picture here of what I found that kind of inspired me to do something a little different, and this is what I came up with. Now I have this beautiful garland that I intertwined in with the eucalyptus garland, and I've had this one for a number of years. It's this cream and gold colored leaf garland. I absolutely love this one. And again, it was from Michael's, but I think I've had it for about 4 or 5 years. So I just intertwined it with the eucalyptus, and then I just placed pumpkins throughout it. I used those cute little you can see there the brown Sherpa pumpkins, and some of those more of those cream ones, and some other glass and ceramic pumpkins that I got from the dollar store years ago. And I love the way this came together. It's so lush and so full. It's so pretty and just screams fall to me.
Still they wanna tear us apart. There's something different about the way we are.
For this centerpiece, I did a number of things, and I think it turned out absolutely beautiful. I took a grapevine wreath, placed it in the middle of the tray, and then I took my sage green mercury glass pumpkin and placed it on top. That just elevated that pumpkin a little bit more and gave it more of a presence. Then I took a leaf garland that I had from the dollar store, wound it around, and then I placed little pumpkins, some more Sherpa pumpkins, some more bowl fillers, some sage green velvet pumpkins, and some cream pumpkins, and just added them all around. And I think it looks gorgeous with the rest of the garland that is happening on the table.
Even if what we're doing is bad, There's so many emotions, sharing stories that we never had the end of.
Now, taking inspiration from the Pinterest picture, I added in some black candlesticks, and then I added in these pumpkin colored candles, and I love it. I think it really brings it all together.
Where we will fall, nobody can see it. Still they wanna tear us apart. There's something different about the way we are.
Now we're going to move on to this side table that I have in my dining room, and you can actually see this when you walk in my front door. This table is one of the first things you see. My dining room is off to the right of the front door, and this is on a wall that faces that doorway, so you can really see it. So I'm just going to take this beautiful pick that I got from Michael's. I think it was this year actually, and it was on a buy one get one. I'm going to use it in this vase because the colors just seem to go so well in here. And then I had these little deep burgundy flowers for a number of years, and I thought, you know, it'll bring in that color over to this side of the room, and I think it looks gorgeous.
Something different about the way we are. How come the stars come to shine when it's dark from...
Now I'm going to have some fun with this basket that, again, I usually use at Christmas time with these birch logs in it. But I thought what fun it could be to bring them back in here and then put some leaves throughout the basket. And I had this big long stem of these beautiful cream leaves. I didn't know what I was going to do with them. But then I thought, why not place them in the basket and put the logs in between them and just have some leaves and some logs that look like you just gathered from the outside. And I love the way this is looking.
Why does the rain always keep on pouring down when it's gray outside? It really makes me wonder. Yeah, it makes me wonder.
Now, black-eyed Susans are growing like crazy around my neighborhood. I am so envious of those that have them in their gardens. I don't know why I don't put them in. I always miss the season to put them in. So I had this black and white stem of black-eyed Susans that I added to the basket, and then another bunch of these burgundy pine cones that I had used on my hall table, and that is actually from the dollar store. I think I've had for almost 5 or 6 years, and I love the contrast of the cream with these beautiful, beautiful pine cones.
It really makes me wonder.
And then I thought I would add this little pumpkin that I got from the dollar store years ago, a burlap pumpkin. It has seen better days, but I think nestled in amongst all the leaves and the flowers and everything, it stands up on its own. It just blends in so perfectly. I just thought this was so sweet. And so then I just put it on the bottom shelf. So as you walk in the door, you are greeted with this beautiful basket of leaves and birch logs and flowers, pine cones, and that little subtle touch of a pumpkin. Now, as the season goes on and we get some, some fresh pumpkins, I might add a couple in there as well. But as you walk in the door and you see this, it is so sweet and so beautiful. I just love it.
I just wonder. It really makes me wonder.
Now let's take a look at how the dining room all came together. And that wood thing behind the dough bowl is actually a diffuser. And what is so funny with it is when you stand back, it actually looks like a little wood pumpkin. So a happy coincidence indeed. The final touch I put on this dough bowl was to actually add in some cinnamon sticks, and it just gives off such a beautiful, beautiful aroma in the room. and it really helps to bring that fall atmosphere all together in the space. And as you walk in the house, it just smells so wonderful. This pumpkin at night when it is lit up just looks so magical in this room. It gives off a soft, subtle glow that is just so pretty. And I'm thinking of adding some twinkle lights to the rest of the garland. I don't know why I didn't think of that already, but let me know in the comments below if you think I should add them. And here's a friendly reminder to always check your stash before you start a project. I forgot I had this beautiful burnt orange table runner. I've had it for I don't know how many years. I found it a couple of days later, and it reminded me of my inspiration picture, which had that beautiful checked orange and cream runner. So I've just placed it on top of my linen runner here, and I love the way this looks, and I'm so happy that I remembered that I had this. So I want to thank you so much for stopping by my home and spending some time with me. I hope that you got some fall decor inspiration for your dining room. And if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to subscribe before you leave. I'd love to have you join me each week. And don't forget to follow me over on Instagram and TikTok. I would love for you to come over there and say hi and just hang out there for a bit. Sometimes I share more than just home decor items over there. And until I talk to you in my next video, guys, I hope that you have a great week.